Have you ever felt that sting when someone disrespects you? What if you could transform every instance of disrespect into a chance for inner growth? Today, I'm sharing 7 timeless Stoic strategies to reclaim your dignity and transform adversity into personal strength. Welcome, seekers of wisdom, to this deep dive into Stoic philosophy. And in today's video, 7 ways to handle people who don't respect you. We'll explore actionable principles inspired by Stoic masters such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. In our fast-paced modern world, external validation is often fleeting. Yet, Stoicism reminds us that true power comes from within, from our ability to choose how we respond rather than being controlled by the actions of others. I invite you to join me as we uncover practical methods to maintain your inner peace and dignity, even when confronted with disrespect. We'll discuss not just abstract ideas, but real-life applications that can empower you in your everyday interactions. Let's begin our journey toward resilience and self-mastery. 1. Understand what is within your control. Our first strategy is rooted in a core Stoic teaching. Focus on what lies within your control. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective is a cornerstone of Stoic thought. When someone disrespects you, it's natural to want to correct or confront them immediately. However, Stoicism teaches us that the behavior of others is beyond our control. What you do control is how you respond. Pause and ask yourself, what part of this situation can I influence? Recognize that while you might feel hurt, you have the power to decide your emotional reaction. For instance, imagine you're interrupted during a meeting or dismissed in a conversation. Instead of reacting impulsively with anger, take a deep breath and remind yourself that your response is your responsibility. This simple practice of focusing solely on your actions not only empowers you but also transforms a potential negative experience into an opportunity for self-mastery. As you continue to apply this principle, you'll notice that the emotional charge of disrespectful encounters begins to fade away. 2. Cultivate inner equanimity. Next, we address the importance of inner equanimity. The Stoics believed in developing a calm inner state that is impervious to the chaos of the outer world. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his own emotions by writing personal meditations, reminding himself that every challenge is not an attack on him, but an opportunity for reflection and growth. Set aside 10 minutes each day to sit in silence. Focus on your breath and allow your thoughts to pass without judgment. At the end of each day, write down moments when you felt disrespected and how you responded. Consider what emotions surfaced and how you might manage those emotions better next time. Imagine yourself as a calm lake, disturbed only slightly by passing ripples, yet fundamentally serene. By cultivating this inner calm, you are less likely to be swept away by the reactions of others. Instead, you build a reservoir of peace that you can draw on during stressful encounters. This inner peace becomes your shield, allowing you to respond instead of react impulsively. 3. See disrespect as a window to self-knowledge. Strategy number 3 turns our perspective on its head. Rather than seeing disrespect as a mere insult, we can view it as a mirror reflecting our own inner sensitivities and areas for growth. Seneca remarked that adversity, including disrespect, is the forge of our character. When you encounter disrespect, instead of counterattacking, ask yourself, what is this situation revealing about my own fears, insecurities, or expectations? Notice the specific moments when disrespect feels most painful. Is it when you're undermined publicly, dismissed privately, or when your values are challenged? Consider what this teaches you about your expectations of others. Perhaps it signals that you have placed too much emphasis on external validation. Every instance of perceived disrespect is an invitation to understand yourself better. By identifying what triggers you, you can work on fortifying that aspect of your character. This reflective process helps you build a more resilient, self-aware version of yourself. 4. Respond with rationality, not emotion. In the face of disrespect, our instinct might be to react emotionally. However, the Stoics teach us that reason should guide our responses, not raw emotion. When you feel the surge of anger or hurt, count to 10 or take a deliberate breath. This pause creates a space between stimulus and response. Ask yourself, what is the most rational response in this situation? Consider the consequences of both speaking out and remaining silent. When you choose to respond, express your thoughts clearly and respectfully. For example, instead of saying, "You always disrespect me," you might say, "I feel hurt by that comment and would appreciate being heard." By allowing reason to lead your actions, you model the behavior of a wise and composed individual. This approach not only de-escalates potentially volatile interactions, but also reinforces your commitment to a path of virtue. 5. Practice empathy and understand their perspective. Moving to strategy 5, let's discuss empathy. It may seem counterintuitive to empathize with someone who disrespects you, but consider this. Often, their behavior is a reflection of their own inner turmoil. The Stoics recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles. Ask yourself, what might be driving their behavior? Perhaps they are dealing with stress, past trauma, or a lack of self-worth. Remember that their actions are more about them than about you. Their disrespect can be an external manifestation of their internal struggles. This isn't about excusing poor behavior. Rather, it's about liberating yourself from the emotional chains of taking the offense personally. By mentally acknowledging that their actions stem from their own pain, you can respond with calm compassion rather than anger. Empathy allows you to rise above the negative energy. It transforms the situation into an opportunity not only for your own growth, but for understanding the complexity of the human condition. 6. Set clear boundaries with firmness and respect. While inner peace and empathy are essential, they must be paired with clear boundaries. Setting boundaries is a reflection of self-respect, something the Stoics held in high regard. When someone crosses a line, communicate clearly and calmly. For instance, "I respect our conversation, but I cannot accept being spoken to in that tone." Consistency is key. Repeatedly reinforcing your boundaries shows that you value yourself and expect others to honor that. Remember, setting boundaries is not an act of aggression, it is an act of self-love and preservation. By respectfully asserting your limits, you send a powerful message that while you may practice empathy, you will not compromise your dignity. 7. Focus on your inner virtue rather than external validation. Our final strategy is to direct your attention away from seeking approval in the external world, and instead focus on cultivating your inner virtue. In Stoicism, the truest form of respect comes from within, a respect that is earned by living a life aligned with virtue. Regularly assess your actions and choices in relation to your core values. Are you acting with integrity, kindness, and wisdom? Acknowledge your personal growth and the virtues you practice daily. This reinforces your inner value irrespective of how others treat you. Engage in acts of kindness without expecting external validation. By contributing positively to the lives of others, you reinforce your own sense of worth. Understand that external validation is unpredictable, but your inner virtue is constant and within your control. By committing to inner virtues, courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom, you build a foundation of self-worth that is immune to the fleeting opinions of others. Over time, this internal reservoir of strength empowers you to remain true to yourself, even in the face of disrespect. And that's it. When you integrate these practices into your daily life, you gradually transform every instance of disrespect into a stepping stone for personal growth and deeper self-awareness. Remember, the Stoic path is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding them and responding with wisdom. As you continue on your journey, let each challenge refine you, each setback strengthen your resolve, and each interaction serve as an opportunity to practice the enduring values of Stoicism. If you found today's exploration valuable, I encourage you to like this video, subscribe for more insights on living a virtuous and meaningful life, and share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Thank you for spending these moments with me as we explore the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. May your path be one of peace, resilience, and steadfast virtue. Until next time, continue to seek wisdom, live with integrity, and let each day be a testament to your inner strength.